The February 25th, 2019 meeting of the Recreation and Education Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Alcoffer. Here. Mr. Ansello is excused. Mr. Felder is excused. Mr. Flagler-Mitchell is excused. Chairman Turp.
Here.
Vice President Draw.
Here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present at this time who has not signed up to speak but would like to address the committee at this time? Doesn't appear so. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the January 14th, 2019 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 19-0063.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Draw, seconded by Legislator Alcoffer. And actually, I have a few questions. Two questions to the administration. Number one would be, why is this a matter of importance? And then number two, if you would you be able to give us a description of the services and equipment included in this contract?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, Larry Staub, Director of Monroe County Parks and Seneca Park Zoo. We ask that this be a matter of importance. We've been working on this RFP and contract for several months, and the sooner we can get this service in for the zoo, the better for the animals and also for our turnaround on these tests.
And any of the equipment included in the contract?
Yes, for that I would turn it over to our Assistant Director of Animal Care and Conservation, Dr. Louis DiVincente, who is our veterinarian. And I might point out that he is one of only 3 veterinarians in AZA zoos who is certified in animal welfare.
Welcome.
Thank you. Through the chair, there's 2 parts of the contract. One is a referral for diagnostic lab services that would be external to the zoo, so it would be a reference lab for specialized tests. The second part that'll really significantly increase the quality of care that we can provide to the animals is the on-site equipment that'll be provided that'll allow us to do pretty basic but still comprehensive diagnostic testing right in site, sort of point of care. So as soon as an animal is sick, we can do it in-house and have some results back immediately.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Alcoffer.
Chair, where are the laboratories located? In Rochester or a suburb? Or?
So through the chair, there's 2. The reference labs are in Syracuse, so they'll. Part of the great part of this is that they'll come and pick up in the afternoon. So most of our anesthetic procedures are done in the morning, and so they'll come and pick up in the afternoon, and then we'll have results by 8 o'clock that night. Or if we have afternoon tests, they'll pick up later in the evening for 8 a.m. the next morning, and then the on-site equipment will be at the zoo itself.
Through the chair, will you still be providing on-site vet services?
Through the chair, yes.
Okay. And through the chair, what was the difference in cost for these 2? Going from one vendor to another.
To the chair, none really. It's hard. It's really hard to compare, sort of, because our collection's changing and the way we're practicing medicine at the zoo is changing relative to having full-time veterinary care. So it is a little bit hard to compare, but like per test, it'll be a little bit less expensive because this is a larger lab that has more volume. So there's efficiencies that they realize, but the volume of tests that we'll do is going to increase, so that cost offsets, if that makes sense.
Last question through the chair. Will you be providing on-site care in the event of a sick animal that needs care 24/7?
Through the chair, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Being none, one thing I would like to say is I would be remiss if I didn't mention that today is February 25th and it is officially 10 months until Christmas. So, the February 25th, 2019 meeting of the Recreation Education Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Recreation Education Committee is scheduled for March 25th at 6 p.m.